What's behind the door, gang?
Yeah, what's behind the door?
I've been thinking.
Let's find out.
I've been thinking about the door nonstop for a month. Every shower where I have I'm not just rushing to work or whatever. I've been what's in the door?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Season 1 of the Initiative Order on the Nature of Divine Failure. I am your Dungeon Master, Dana Everhart, and with me is our phenomenal cast. On this side of the table, we have Sam Jackson and Price Rowland. And on this side of the table, we have Christian Moncelle and Noelle Joyner.
Okay, no cheer.
No cheer.
Yay! I forgot the off clap bit.
Okay, so last we left off at Vaelencroft Academy, you woke to your first full morning at the academy, pale light filtering through the dorm windows, the smell of fresh bread and tea drifting up from the kitchens, and that heavy humming sense that that day was going to be exciting. At your breakfast at the Hall of Heroes, you found familiar faces Mira Asheville and her newly formed party. Deputy Headmistress Thalia Reed gave a dry, sharp little speech congratulating you on surviving the previous day and warning you, for absolutely no reason, of course, not to duel with familiars in the soup line or give the courtyard gargoyle any more hats. Then she and the other faculty sent you out to the Thornfield, where you properly met Professors Knight and Marrow and your rivals in all but name, Aldrich Tormund and his smug little entourage.
That stays in room 65.
That's the name of their party, is Smug Little Entourage.
There, your professors laid out your first big orientation trial, a non-competitive, that turned competitive, scavenger hunt, tailored to each chamber. You were given a blank slip of parchment that slowly bled into glowing words, and you followed its riddles through the academy, and you solved the silent rune-etched chest in the shadow room, earning a coil of unnervingly quiet black chain. You rekindled the dead brazier at the altar of many flames, not with spells, but with light, and you were rewarded with a still flame pendant over there. In the Eldritch Studies chamber, you rejected easy temptation in favor of truth and balance, cracking the dark crystal orb to reveal the Will Rights band, and quietly discovering a strange star-marked coin that thrummed with subtle power. Finally, in the oratory, you turned discord into harmony with a shared performance that filled the hall with light and left you with the strings of the second verse. And by the time you returned to the Thornfield, groups were trickling in, some early and smug, some late and breathless. You tripped Aldrich as he arrived at the same time as you, where one of the professors caught you and then chose not to say anything and pretended not to see.
The teachers picked a side.
They did.
They always do.
Yeah. Knight and Marrow didn't give you grades, but they did watch you closely, taking note of who you were, how you worked together, and what you chose to do when the academy itself pushed back a little. Orientation for the day ended with tired legs, full heads, and the sense that Vaelencroft was already testing more than just your aim or your spell work. As you walked back through the academy, you saw a strange figure turning a corner, which you followed. And you saw the turning of the torch, a torch that resets, that opens up the floor, leading down into iron doors that end in an indent in the center.
Secret Society!
You were running down the stairs, right?
You were running down the stairs. Ayun Scooby-Doo grabbed the two of you. As you rolled wisdom saves, you failed. You chose to fail. And now we are here at the bottom of this staircase in front of these iron doors.
So to reiterate, there's like a coin-shaped slot, right? Yeah. We have the coin. We have the coin. So
who's got the coin? Put the coin in.
I like to
put the coin in.
We're football huddled.
Who has the coin?
Which in a cramped staircase.
I think hold on. I have the coin.
I would like to take the coin from Ayun.
Well, I didn't say we're not going to open the door, but maybe we look at the door a little bit longer before we just open something we don't know what's behind.
All right.
Give it a 30-second
You look at the door.
inspection.
Let me look at the coin. We'll see if there's any like common markings on them.
I don't know about the giving the coin over.
You're going to beat me to the door and put the coin in it.
Yeah.
No. Give me the coin.
Yeah.
Does this door look like it's going to like mess us up if we touch it?
I touched the door.
Nothing happens.
We're good. Let's put the coin in.
Oh my god, it's a door.
The bottom of the stairs, the air is colder, a little bit colder here. The light above fails into this dull amber by the time it reaches this level, swallowed by the stillness that seems to hum from the stone itself. Before you are those two massive iron doors, but it's old enough that time has kind of eaten their edges smooth a little bit. They tower like nearly twice your height. The surfaces are marked with lines, kind of like on the outer edge at the top of this door. And yeah, like they meet in the indent at the middle, that's about the size of the coin, with strange ridges that kind of match the coin that you have. They have those runes up there. If you would like to roll to read and interpret the rules, roll me either Arcana or Religion. Anybody can do this if you like.
It's a door, not a chef's hat.
Could I use investigation for something?
What's on
Maybe
the
the
other side of the door?
mechanism.
The undiscovered country.
So we don't know? I'm going to read the runes. It would be a 17 Arcana.
17 Arcana.
Where is my stuff? There it is. 2 plus either way. 5.
A 5, all right. Are you rolling Religion or Arcana, Wendelle?
No.
No? Okay.
-1. I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
That's fine.
So
I got 14.
14. Okay, so what I will say for you is that you recognize these fragments are of old celestial script. It's a dialect once used in like rituals to channel divine energy. It speaks of origin, of illumination, of something that breathes meaning into form. For you, they form a phrase, these runes, stylized as like a poetic invocation. It's not quite a riddle, but it's more like a hymn, kind of. And it says, "From spark to flame, from breath to soul, light remembers what darkness stole." And it's an old consecration, something meant to awaken or acknowledge a sacred presence.
So put the coin in.
Yeah, I'd like to take the coin from Ayun.
I'll do it. I just want to read.
I just want to read.
Actually, yeah, you can put
Okay.
You can.
yeah,
Okay, so he gives you the
You
coin.
can do it.
I get behind
Fucking
everybody.
glowing.
Okay, so when you press the coin into place, it fits perfectly. So the ridges of the coin act as like teeth on a key. So
Okay.
they slot into place and you hear tumblers click. And it fits perfectly. There's that soft click, and then the metal sort of like gets a little bit warm beneath your fingertips, and the runes carved into the doors flare to life one by one until the whole surface glows with a deep golden hue. The light isn't particularly bright. It's the kind of glow you feel more than you see. Warm and like a sunset, or like the warmth of sunlight when you're outside.
Pretty.
The patterns spiral outwards in a slow motion, forming lines that remind you of constellations all across the door now. And then from somewhere deep in the middle, you hear a low sound, almost like grating, as it slowly opens. And ahead of you...
Ahead. What?
Ahead!
Yeah, my brain went there too. Like
Just like,
head at
oh,
the
did you
other
open the
side.
door?
I was thinking like just a floating head, and I was like, oh no.
Do the doors open outward or inward?
Inward. There's not room for them
Okay.
to open outward. The stairs end like right at the door.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah,
This is a bad design. These doors go nowhere.
As the final rune completes its circuit, a soft breath of warm air escapes through the seams of the door, like an exhale almost. You hear the slow grind of gears, ancient and deliberate, and the iron doors part enough for a line of dim golden light to spill across the floor beneath your feet. Do you walk in?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
Me too.
Well, it says it's lit, so
Oh shit.
that is kind of
It's dim light.
unexpected.
Yeah.
It's dim light.
To be fair, I didn't expect any light at all, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll
Kind of
go
more.
ahead.
Okay, so you step through the iron doors and the air changes immediately. It's not cold, but there's a weight to it, the kind of stillness that presses against your skin. The light inside is dim but steady. There's a line of wall sconces stretching down a long stone corridor, each holding a flame that burns without smoke or sound. The flames glow a muted amber, as if even the light knows to be quiet here. And the corridor stretches ahead of you for about 50 feet before widening into what looks like a larger chamber, and you can see the faint outline of an archway at the far end, its top traced in the same golden light and runes as you saw before you. On either side of the hall are several doors, all different sizes and styles, some plain woods, others iron-bound or inlaid with old brass symbols. They look like they lead to small rooms, studies, or storage spaces. The air smells faintly of parchment, dust, and something almost metallic, as though it feels as though lightning is waiting to strike.
I put the coin in my pocket.
You put the coin in your pocket, okay?
So
Hello.
I was wanting to do an investigation roll on the mechanism of the door.
Sure.
I just want to see if this is like a standalone thing where only this door works like that, or if like, because Marko suspects that there's more than one of these kind of doors, just based on context, and so I want to see if like, if it's a standalone thing or it seems like it's part of a larger like system, basically.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I got a nat 20. I mean, this is like his forte.
Yes.
Like gears, he's like, yes.
Yes!
Finally some gears in here.
Mechanical.
So it seems like a very old system. Like
Gotcha.
it's not as advanced as what you're used to
Like an
at
old
all.
code, but it checks out.
Yes, it checks out. From what you can see on this door, it's like just based on how the metal looks and how faded the runes are. This is like several hundred years old.
It's an old
Interesting.
door.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
a
like
lot
an
of it
advanced
is
mechanism, but it's very dated.
It's very dated.
Interesting.
It's advanced not because they're using physical parts to make it work, but it's powered by magic. Like it's
Gotcha.
not like they have gears and stuff in place, but the energy source of this thing is magic. It's the magic that flared it to
Okay.
life in the runes.
Gotcha.
So it's not the same as what you're used to.
Yeah, it's not like a pure mechanism.
No,
Basically.
it's not. But that's the thing that makes it so interesting is because of how old it is. It's very advanced for the time.
And yeah,
This was like the time you would suspect that these have been here since when the academy, maybe even before the academy was built.
like this is like a prior structure almost.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna relay that to the others. I'll be like, I thought it was an advanced mechanism, but it looks like it's mostly magic, which makes sense because the people who built this were barbarians unversed in science. So it's like no offense to the rest of you. You know, I don't want you to think I think of you that way.
Hey, it's okay. My village tried to kill me because I was different, so...
Oh well,
Yeah! I'm gonna skip down the hallway towards the other arch.
maybe they are
What was that quote
barbarians.
that was on the door?
Yeah, I got it for you. From spark to flame, from breath to soul, light remembers what darkness stole. Okay, so
Skippity down the hallway.
you skip down the hallway. Okay.
I'm right behind him.
You
Okay.
said there's several doors, right?
Yeah, maybe let's slow the pace.
What?
Oh,
I
wait.
can't hear you. I'm all the way down the hallway.
Please stop.
I can't hear you.
Okay, so as you guys are talking, you hear voices like sort of towards the end.
Oh shit.
What was that?
Oh, you hear those too?
We have to
I'm gonna be
see-
inducted into secret society.
No, we have to be quiet.
You hear the faintest scuffle of boots on stone, low voices approaching from the other end.
So there's other people.
Lantern light flickers. Roll a perception check to recognize the voices.
+1, baby.
Are you kidding? I got another nat 20. I feel like this dice is not weighted properly.
Give me that. Give me that.
Give me that.
I'm not using this roll. I'm just gonna see if it.
11.
See, that's an
That's
11. See.
Okay, so
it's
you rolled
just
another
not
nat 20?
Yeah, I did. I just feel like
plus four,
statistically that's
13,
so absurd.
11, 17?
Yeah.
Modded 20.
Nice, okay.
Okay,
so
so it's not-
everybody
We
here,
see.
you hear it first.
Yeah.
These are not the voices of other students. These are the voices of the headmaster.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
so we need to hide.
you hear the voice of the headmaster and one of the masters of discipline, Therafield Dawn Short.
Yeah. My ears are are caught.
You pick it up immediately. You guys pick this up a little bit, like you pick it up almost immediately as well. You two are a little bit later on the uptick, but after they speak and you hear their voices clearly, you're able to pick it up. So what they say is, so you hear Dawnshard say, "He never found out it was here, right?" And the other voice says, "No, thank the gods for that. His research came dangerously close, though. Where did he even get the idea?"
Sorry.
"I don't know, but that's irrelevant now. What matters is keeping it undisturbed."
Find out what's here.
We'll go into one of the closets.
I'm gonna
grabbing
yeah.
you. We'll go into one of the side
I'm
doors.
hiding.
Like we're all hiding.
Okay, everybody roll stealth.
Yeah.
You also, I will say that
Everybody
like if you,
scatter.
because the rooms are closed,
Scattering.
so if you open one and you like hide behind it, I'll give you the same bonus. Like if you close the door and you hide in a room, I'll give you the same bonus as you would pass without a trace. So you could get plus 10 on your stealth check.
So
I got 16.
16, is that plus
Wait,
10?
plus 10?
26?
Yeah.
how do you get the plus 10?
Also 26.
If you're hiding behind a closed door, I'll give you the same bonus that you would like a pass without a trace spell.
Well, I need that because I rolled a 5, so I'll hide behind a door.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
So,
15 now.
what's your stealth?
My stealth is plus 7. Wait, never mind. That's a 22.
It's a 22, okay.
Sorry, I didn't factor
Mine's
that
a
in.
20, but I was making sure he got in the room first. Because
Okay.
you're like, what was that?
Yeah, I'm definitely hiding behind a door. otherwise
Okay,
I'd
so
say
you hear
12.
the footsteps kind of like hurry closer as you like stealthily close a door, and they look around and they seem, and you hear them shuffling, and they're like, "Must have been the wind." No, I'm kidding.
Must have been the wind.
And Seraphiel and the headmaster is like, "There's nothing here. We must be paranoid." And Professor Dawnshard is like, "Well, forget about that. You're certain it's still stable." And the headmaster says, "Yes, it's still radiating as normal." And then he says, "It must stay that way." You hear the shuffling of papers, maybe the chime of metal keys. And then he says, "Also, have another key made for Marlowe. He seems to have misplaced his." And Professor Dawnshard is like, "Pardon? Another key, sir?" And the headmaster says, "Yes." And Professor Dawnshard says, "But what about the one they lost? Shouldn't we conduct a search?" "No, that would cause a fuss and make it appear important. I'd rather an unsuspecting student or staff member pick it up and assume it's nothing more than a mere trinket." "Yes, sir." "Are we done here?" I believe so." "Good. We should leave. Headmistress Reed will notice our absence." "Of course, sir." And then they leave. And you see their shadows under the crack in the door as they slowly begin to fade up the stairwell, and you hear the iron doors open and then shut.
I break away from Ayun and start running down the hall towards whatever it was they were coming from.
I follow.
Wait! It's cool. I'm sure it's something awesome.
I follow right behind him.
So we're just in a teacher's lounge. I was
Is
like,
this where they
oh,
come to
okay.
smoke?
I thought it was going to be super
Is this your
magical,
smoky
but it's like
lounge?
sort of a teacher's lounge.
So
corridor thing.
the hall widens into a small antechamber. The ceiling rises into a dome cut with delicate star patterns, each filled with a soft silver blue shimmer. Two narrow passageways branch off from this space, one to the left and one to the right. And the corridor ahead of you narrows into a long, kind of arched hall of smooth stone. The air going unnaturally still the deeper you go. Pale lines of inlaid silver trace the walls, converging towards a heavy door at the far end. A seamless slab of reinforced stone with no handle, no hinges, and no lock. Just a faint, steady glow pulsing from the runes etched on its surface. Both side halls descend gently, leading towards something else that you can't see from where you're standing.
What do the runes say?
Yeah. Do we need...
Yeah, I mean, you can roll.
What would it be? Is there any...
You could do religion or arcana.
Okay.
Arcana, give me brain.
I got a 6.
6, 10.
I'll roll. I only got a 10.
Okay, you have no idea what these things say.
I'm going to shove the door.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to shove it harder.
Nothing happens.
Does it look
It's
like
made of
there's any-
stone, and it looks like some sort of magic needs
I'm
to be
going to pull on the
activated.
door.
So it's not.
There's no
it's,
handle.
It's not another coin slot.
It's not another
It's
coin
really
slot. It looks like so. The thing that you notice, I will. You can roll me perception or investigation.
No, roll perception. Oh, I got a 19.
19.
I want to do one.
Oh, another one?
Where's investigation?
Yeah, this is to be able to see because there is some kind of etching in this door as well.
Oh, okay.
I got,
I'm gonna try investigation.
19, investigation.
Try investigation. Nah.
18.
18. All right, so the three of you can tell from looking at this door. So Helena, Wendelle, and Marko. You can tell from looking at this door, there's some like faded etching in this door. Like not runes, but it's like, like kind of dug out lines that form some type of image. And it is the same image that appears on the face of your coin.
Oh, so it matches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slap the coin against the door.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was like, that's not... We just need to look for a corresponding design or something. Does it look like the etchings extend on the walls out? Because you said there's...
No, it seems like it's contained just on the stone door.
Gotcha. But there's rooms to either side of us, right?
There's rooms to either side of you, and there's like 6 rooms behind you that you passed.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Well, let's go investigate the other ones.
Yeah.
I second that.
Okay.
We should all
We'll
split
investigate the
up.
previous 6, and then we have those 2 corridors. that
Yeah.
we can
I think
look
the
into.
corridors are the first ones we should do.
I'm going to write down what the runes say. Not like what they say,
Just
but I'm going to
copy
write.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to
okay,
copy down
sure.
the runes.
Okay, copy them
Should
down.
we look at the corridors first or the rooms?
I don't know how far those corridors go, so I was thinking the rooms.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
because they might
'Cause
have
it-
any notes or anything in there we can use.
It could be long.
before I go
corridors.
down another mysterious hallway.
Okay.
Valid.
So there's 6 doors.
Let's split up 4 ways.
Okay, I'm down.
Actually,
I mean, I wouldn't be
Open the door at
opposed.
random.
my
Yeah.
player
Okay,
logic says
so
no, but
two
actually,
of the
yeah, it does
two
make
of the
sense
rooms
too.
are locked, but roll a d4 to see which door you open.
That's fine.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay. So you open one of the doors, and it opens with a slow creak of wood. Inside, the air smells faintly of dust, ink, and something older, parchment left undisturbed for years. This isn't a vault or an archive; it's a study. There is a single desk at the center of the room, its surface buried beneath neat stacks of books and papers, and a quill sits upright in a dried ink well. The wax on an old candle has long since melted into the grain of the wood. Against one wall stand shelves filled with weathered tomes, their spines cracked and titles faded. In the corner rests a small altar, plain stone, etched with a pattern of circles that faintly mirror the runes on the great doors outside.
Ah.
There's no idols and no offerings, but the whole space feels kind of just like paused, as though it's waiting for somebody else to come back. So what's clear to you is that even though this room hasn't been used for years, it's been maintained the whole time.
Are there candles to light?
Yeah.
I'm going to light a candle.
Okay, light a candle.
Look in the drawers.
Yeah, you can search the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see
You can
if
search
there's
Oh
any.
shoot! That's right. We're in this together.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see if there's any like handwritten notes, not like, oh, these are all old books. I want to see if there's any evidence of who used the room.
Period.
Okay, yeah. Roll me a perception check, and then you can also examine the bookshelves after.
You want me to examine the bookshelves?
I will help you examine the bookshelf so you get it right.
Okay.
16 or
4. Okay.
this one's over. 19 plus 2, 21.
21. Okay, awesome.
Pretty solid.
So if anybody else wants to roll a perception check, like a general perception check, just to suss out the room, you can.
So all 4 of us are in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
17.
I just want to check
17,
for traps.
okay.
Can I check for traps?
Yeah, roll
Would that be
investigation.
Yeah. 17 plus. I'm rolling really well today.
What did you roll?
It must be
17.
nice.
I got
17?
a 17 plus investigation. That's plus 4.
And
My proficiency was
you're for
21.
examining the books, your perception, you're investigating for traps.
I'm checking
so there's
traps,
there's no traps of any kind in the room.
But
And
do
so-
we feel traps?
No.
I feel trapped.
On your perception check, you see that there was like a small nameplate. You find one on the desk that was kind of like half buried on top of some stacks of paper. The engraving is tarnished, and the nameplate itself is clean, like as though somebody has been maintaining it. It's not covered in dust or anything, but naturally the etching has faded over time. But once you kind of turn it up towards the light, you're able to read Alindra Vaelencroft on the nameplate.
Oh, is it
This
the
belonged to
founder?
like the person who built this place.
The custodians are so thorough.
All right, moving on to you. So you see on the shelves, most of the books are written in an ancient dialect you don't recognize, but a few titles stand out in the language that you do. It's still like old dialects of common, and the titles are Designing the Faithful Foundation, On the Nature of Resonant Architecture, divinity in material form, and notes towards the preservation of radiance. The spines are well worn as though they were read again and again. Several other books have been removed, leaving faint outlines in the dust where they once sat. But you do find one book that seems that spine has been cracked more than any other book, and it's called A Treatise on Divine Inattention.
We're taking that book.
Okay.
I'm taking that book.
I wonder if this was like the original school.
It seems like it's like the original like headquarters for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whatever the smaller headquarters was, and then they built the bigger school on top of it.
Like they have been keeping this chamber ready for this Vaelencroft lady to come back someday.
It seems like a bunker almost too,
Yeah.
which would make sense because the school was founded during a war, right?
So the other thing you notice about your book is that like the book that you found is that there are thin scraps of parchment protruding between the pages. It looks like there's some notes written in there.
Can I like investigate the book further?
Yeah. You can roll me another investigation check.
Is there a desk?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out the drawers.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a investigation as well. A 1. Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. You find blueprints.
The tap right there.
Blueprints. Oh shit! There's actual blueprints.
Blueprints.
Do I know how to read blueprints?
Wow.
They seem to be blueprints of the area that you guys are in.
Oh,
All
nice.
right, so we're in this study. There's an observation lab, a visual chamber, the luminarium, the storeroom, the workroom, antechamber, and vaults of measure.
Vigil chamber.
It's in the shape of a scale.
That's crazy.
That seems really specific.
Yeah. So I mean, like I don't know if anyone else sees it, but like the scales here.
I see.
Oh yeah,
like
it's very
the
clearly
pendulum here,
scale.
like
I want to hold that paper.
Or a gingerbread man holding 2 pancakes.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah. But like crucifix style with his arms out. Oh God.
Oh man,
As you
that poor
normally carry
gingerbread
a
man.
But so you find other
just how he
stacks
was
of
baked.
blueprints spread across the desk. They depict the academy grounds, and though slightly smaller in scale, suggesting they're early drafts of the academy, and also smaller than the maps that you have, which means that additions were made later.
Gotcha.
So. Every hallway and chamber you've seen for the most part is labeled in tidy script, and the one on your hand, everything is labeled except for that circular room at the top there.
this was-
the one
okay.
that's hiding behind the stone door that you encountered.
Let's go to the storeroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I see it?
Yeah, we actually.
If
I
you
think he
pass
has
me
to
that
read it,
paper.
yeah.
You also
Do I
find
have binocular vision?
on your nat 20, I will also tell you this. You find early administrative records related to the construction and expansion of the academy, like the renovations and
I
things
will
like that,
pass
and the
it
rooms
back.
that were added later. And you also find edicts requesting secrecy in excavation, supply
one are
orders
we in?
labeled subterranean reinforcement.
In the study.
The Undercroft.
This is a
Write down
hidden
what that's
area.
called.
I mean, everything else points to it being a hidden area, but yes, this is a hidden area.
Who would like to read this book that Helena found?
Yeah, I feel that.
Is it intercomic? I'll check it out.
It's not in Draconic, it's in Common.
Okay, I also read common.
Let me know
And
for
what
later.
am I using for this perception?
Or Investigation.
14.
Nice.
When you lift it from the shelf, it almost opens on its own, as though it remembers being read. The author's tone is scholarly, analytical, a catalog of unanswered prayers, failed prophecies, and divine silences. And between the printed paragraphs, you spot Alindra Vaelencroft's handwriting, and you know it's her handwriting based on what you saw on her desk. And some lines are correcting, others simply questioning the work of someone, reading to learn more. So some of the excerpts from the book are like, when God ceased to look upon the world, their light does not vanish, it diffuses. The world glows not from grace, but from residue. And Alindra seems to have highlighted this particular line and circled different parts of the excerpt, but there's no notes in the margins beside this. Another line would be, mortals name absence as cruelty, but they cannot bear a world without witness. This is also highlighted. The other one, to say a god failed is to assume that they ever intended success. That's another one that's highlighted. So there are also a lot of notes from Alindra here, but these are the ones that stick out to you. The line is, the cumulative evidence suggests that divine attention is cyclical, reactive, and ultimately pragmatic. The gods answer what serves equilibrium, not emotion. And Alindra's note is, order without mercy breeds nothing worth saving. Another one is, when faith decays entirely, divinity does not intervene. The pattern implies that intervention demands belief as a conduit. Where faith dies, the cycle breaks. In Alindra's note, it says, and yet anomalous reversals in written record, renewal without devotion, attention without faith. And the last one, this one is the most interesting. It says, across numerous accounts, one pattern recurs. In communities bereft of faith, divine response diminishes in direct proportion to despair. It would seem that where grief takes root among the faithless, the gods turn their gaze elsewhere, granting mercy only to those whose belief endures. In a precise slanted hand, it says, and what of the wild wardens?
Wild Warden.
Those are the guys who saved the world.
Yeah.
These are some interesting notations.
I'm still taking that book.
We're taking this book.
Take the book.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it means yet because I am not smart. But it says some cool shit in here.
I mean, just at a glance, I mean, I'm not the smartest kid, but it sounds like someone that's pretty much very mad at the gods.
It sounds like somebody who's investigating why the gods have turned away. That's what it looks like to me.
I mean,
But
the little bit here says that essentially, if they don't believe in them, they don't care.
it's not true. It's not what it says. It says that if someone turns away from the gods and their faith becomes weakened by events that bad events coming up, that the gods will, if their faith is shaken by that, then the gods, they lose the gods' favor. The gods look someplace else. Mm-hmm. That's what it says. It's not saying like if you lose your faith, the gods look somewhere else. It's like if they're tested and they lose their faith, basically, then they look someplace else. That was my interpretation.
Yeah. Also, the author's name is faded, and the author doesn't seem to you, like as you're reading it, doesn't seem to be admonishing the gods, or it seems to be just like an unbiased look
Right.
at the connection between grief and the divine inattention. So where history repeats itself, where the gods have failed. It's like a factual record of where the gods have failed. It's not like a radical book or anything like
It's
that.
just
Can I see that
academic.
book again?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll open it up.
Take it.
Property of Wendelle, Nethervale. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, well then I'm gonna put Helena Love right under that.
Marco's not putting his name on this incriminating evidence.
I'm kind of with him. Let's not put our names in the book that we took.
It's mine now.
It's
Ours
found
now.
it.
Ours now.
Are we even sure that
Are you
the
putting your
gods
name
are
on
real,
this
or if it's
too?
just
Oh,
like...
we're just going to take that too, but I am going to search through the documents about the construction of the school and this chamber area to see if there's any mention about the stone door that we can't get through right now.
We need to be careful what we
Wow.
take because people seem to come through here and at least clean it. So if we take too many things, it will be
But like,
apparent.
people have taken other books, so I mean, we're still taking that.
Yeah,
Well,
but we don't know if those are like those gaps have been there for 50 years, or if it's like if we're the only book that's gotten moved in the last 5 years, and
But
somebody
how would
comes
they know
through.
it was us?
Well, they won't, but they'll notice that something's missing, so they'll know people were here that weren't supposed to be here.
I start shuffling books around the bookcase.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
There we go.
That's the exact opposite of what
There
I
we
just
go.
said.
No one will know now.
Yeah, I think we got 5 more rooms we can look at too.
They were
Yes, but is there any
alphabetical,
mention
now
of
they're
the door
not.
and the construction of that room?
It's suspiciously hidden about what's behind there. Like I said, it's kind of like hidden with like legalese.
Yeah.
Of like
redacted.
Reinforcement of the school that we're gonna build. That kind of stuff. It doesn't say anything about how to get in.
Okay, that's the question.
Yeah, it's more administrative stuff in this room, but there are a couple of other rooms for you to look at.
Okay. Does it say anything where the funds are coming from for the construction of this area?
This particular area, most of it was funded by Alindra herself. She was a very prolific woman, especially in the 7-year Sundering. She was the one that facilitated the ending of the war. So she profited from that a lot, not from any ill means or anything like that, but she was able to get a lot of donations and a lot of, she was already a noble woman from before, and that just increased her standing.
Her prestige.
Exactly, yeah. So the line of Vaelencrofts is, always been super rich and tied to nobility. They have a lot of wealth to their name.
Gotcha.
Construction contracts, mafia. All right, so it says here, she's asking about the wild wardens, why? Interesting. They're talking about, the gods looking away from people who have lost, their faith in the course of life happening and bad things in life happening. Then it says, what about the wild wardens?
Well, I mean,
They had bad things happen in their lives. They were prisoners. They were,
They were also faithless. I
They're-
mean, like,
yeah.
besides the cleric who had turned away from their god and was still using their power,
Right.
like...
So it looks like she's asking,
Or their
how did
healers,
they
yeah.
do what they did when the god should not be smiling upon them, according to this
Maybe
author?
they broke the pattern that they think existed.
It's interesting.
Are we
It
sure
said
they
it was cyclical. So
they broke the cycle?
and maybe by breaking the cycle, they're able to do things outside.
Is there evidence that the cycle ever went back to normal? Like, is this a one-time blip, or is this like the cycle's been broken since then?
Well, you don't know. So the book is not really doing a lot of research in that.
Okay.
It's just kind of giving a report.
It's also dated. Like, it's
It is.
not
It's
recent, right?
it's a book that was published before the 7-Year Sundering.
Got you. So
Because
it's
it doesn't.
not-
It mentions things that happened before the 7-Year Sundering, but doesn't talk anything about the war. And it doesn't. There's no language that makes you think it was written during the war, because otherwise it would say this war or this blah blah blah. That, So it doesn't say any of that. So it appears that it was published before the 7-Year Sundering,
we
which
need
makes this
more-
book 500 years old.
Yeah, I was like, we
We're
need a
taking
more
this book.
contemporary
We're taking that
source.
This particular copy is probably not 500 years old, but it's the original publishing is older than 500 years old.
Yeah, it says in the corner 70th anniversary.
All right, well...
That's canon now. It says it has a seal saying 70th anniversary.
Yeah, it got the little bestseller sticker.
I do want to look.
Yes.
Are any of these titles in Draconic?
Yes, but dialects that you don't understand.
It's like made out of dragon
Old
skin.
dialects that are like several centuries old that are not really spoken anymore.
Thine power and prop... What the fuck is this saying?
I think we need a more contemporary source to compare this book to. Like, we need to find...
A newer
Because there's
edition?
probably ongoing research, yeah.
The library's a good place for that.
So, but we can compare the sources and see what they've found out in the last 500
Let's
years.
go to the storeroom.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
the Luminarium.
No, the storeroom.
Wait, which rooms?
We were in the study.
Yeah. So we got the workroom, the storeroom, the luminarium, and then we also have the observation lab, the vigil chamber, and then the vaults of measure.
What's like near us right now?
That's
The storeroom.
The storeroom,
We're in, like, the
workroom,
front
luminarium, observation, and vigil.
Let's go to the storeroom next.
I guess we could.
Sure.
And
Wherever
then-
y'all want to go.
Yeah,
There
let's,
could be
let's
some
go
cool stuff
to
in
the
there.
storeroom.
Okay. Whoa.
All right, storeroom next.
Okay, you go to the storeroom, the door's locked.
Okay.
But it is made of old, like, wood.
Can we break it down?
Wait. That's very obvious.
Yeah,
Hey,
very conspicuous. I can just try to open the door.
Orc boy, can you...
I don't appreciate the name, but yeah, we can do that. So we'll just move past that. Yeah, is it something where I can just like lockpick the
Yeah,
mechanism?
sure.
Okay, got you.
Pick the lock.
What the? I
I'm
feel like
gonna
these
help.
dice are weighted. This is
I'm gonna
another
help.
20.
I'm gonna help. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm not gonna help. We already got a 20.
Do we have another D20?
I have
I have
a
a
lot,
couple.
but look.
What? No, I feel like it's weighted. This is like the fifth 20. But let's get another dice.
I got a 20 earlier today.
Here,
No, I've had like 5 though. Like I don't trust at this point.
you can just keep that one.
You're just having a good day.
Yeah.
No, I mean statistically. Okay, I got a 10. That's more.
I thought you just got another 20.
I was gonna say, what
Okay,
should be
yeah.
another 20?
Yeah, because
plus
we would cut our
proficiency.
session short. We're going to Vegas.
So I do. I use my tool proficiency, right?
Yep.
Use tools. So that's a
Sleight of hand plus proficiency.
Oh, sleight of hand plus proficiency. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's plus 5. So 10 plus 5. That's 15, and then
Your proficiency bonus.
Of 2.
that's plus 2. So 17.
The lock is old, so there's some, you have to worry a little bit about the rust
Yeah.
and things like that and push some tumblers into place, but you're able to move it and
I have
make
to
it
blow a
open.
lot of dust out of the way, and it actually takes me like 10 seconds to do, but I really want to ham it up to impress these people who have no idea. So I do I do it for like a minute, even though I opened it in like 10 seconds,
Okay.
just to make it look like it was way harder.
Out of practice, huh?
Yeah.
You see just like really old mining equipment. It looks like this was where they kept like old pickaxes and things like that. They weren't old at the time, obviously, but they have
Yeah.
withered with age. It seems they keep it locked just to like kind of preserve the history, but they don't really touch it because there's not really a need to maintain it.
Okay. We could go up and grab a pickaxe and be like, "Can you believe they used this before they just blew up tunnels?"
I think they still use them.
What?
Yes, like
They
You
definitely
still-
don't use this. Look. I swing a pickaxe at a piece of rock.
No.
Well, hold on. So you pick up a pickaxe?
I was just holding it, but Wendell's gonna pickaxe
So
the floor.
do you
I
pick it
guess.
up upright or hold it downwards?
I held it up upright, like the way you'd actually.
Okay,
put it
as you
upright.
do it, it snaps and falls over and lodges itself into the ground.
I'd be like, "Is
Oh.
it? Were they always meant to do this? Is this part of the design?"
That's how it works.
Okay.
You have to make a new one every time you want to,
I mean, I believe it. They were barbarians unversed in science.
So barbaric.
If only they knew they could do something more
Do
efficient.
you
like
associate
a powered drill.
magic with barbarianism?
No, it's just everyone outside of Calder is barbarians unversed in science, so it's not your fault.
Very Roman.
You just don't know yet.
Talking to the literal space explorer, like
Yeah.
Like, I went mining. Like, this is just an old pickaxe. It wasn't designed to break just by
I know,
picking
but
it
at Calder
up.
we don't have pickaxes. We just have like a hand crank drill that children operate. So it's a little. There's a lot of
I find a hand
controversy.
crank drill.
Yeah,
no, you don't.
hand cranked drill. I hand crank my drill. Anyways,
Oh dear.
Are there any of these like mining equipment that kind of look like it doesn't belong though?
Not really. This is stuff that's pretty typical. Like, it is like definitely antiquated.
they had to
These-
dig this stuff out. It's underground, right?
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, these sorts of things have definitely been upgraded. But what you can tell is just based on like your experience and the way that this cavern is, this is not the limit of their equipment. They
Yeah.
definitely had larger machines to help
Oh.
them drill these big holes, but it was just like this is sort of where they kept the smaller items when they needed them.
Okay.
So it's not really a super relevant room.
Maybe the work.
Other than it just shows that it was like built out bit by bit, which I
Yeah.
think we kind of understood.
Yeah.
Is there like a cage with like a canary skeleton in here?
No.
All right.
No canary
All right.
system here.
I'm
What
done
other
with
rooms
the
do we have to
dumb
pick
jokes.
from?
Let's go right across the hall to the workroom.
To the workroom.
That one's also locked.
Got you. All right, let me
Kick
get
in the
here.
door. No, I'm just kidding.
16 plus sleight of hand 21, 23 because it's
Okay.
plus
Yeah,
proficiency.
you unlock that one too. This one looks pretty similar, except it has more equipment meant for like forging more pickaxes and things from iron. So there's like iron ingots and things like that. It looks a little bit more like a forge than it does like an equipment room. But so it looks like and there's like a section of just like a like where there are a couple of boxes where there's like piles of rocks and geodes and that sort of thing, stuff that they had excavated while making this place.
Okay.
So it looks like they were working through that, maybe trying to make some more profit off that sort of stuff. But it's been sort of kept undisturbed. But it's covered in dust. Like, it doesn't seem like this room and the one across the hall are well maintained.
Okay.
It looks like they're just
Just
kind of
remain
to
locked and probably have
Yeah.
been locked for God knows how long.
yeah.
I want to look around for a geode, kind of like this size.
Okay. Yeah, you find one. It's not that hard.
Cool. I'm putting that in my pack.
Okay.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna take a
take
geode too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to as well.
Okay.
You know, nice little extra penny just in
Can
case
I
we
have
need
it
it.
be pink?
Sure. When you open it, you have to get them opened because
Oh,
I mean, is there anything unique about these geodes? Or is it just like this is from mining?
it looks like it's just from mining this area. Like when they kind of excavated this area, it seems like this was just a byproduct of what
All
they
right,
were
I
actually
take one
digging
that
for.
compliments my eyes.
I mean, they're still closed and enclosed in rock.
But
you
I
would
just
have to get
the
them
one
open.
that I feel like
Yeah.
Just
like
based
when I
on
cracked
feeling.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you all take some geodes from this room.
I smell it. I'm like, this is the one.
Oh, lick mine. Salty.
Yeah.
You open yours up.
Roll a Constitution saving throw because this has been here for God knows
Yeah.
how
Let's
long.
say you're eating probably poisonous rock dust.
I got a
We're
4.
terrible
A
detectives.
what?
A 4.
A 4? Okay. It's very bitter, and you are almost certain that there is something that you shouldn't have ingested that's in there, but you won't know the full effect for a little while.
It's hard to know if
Okay.
it was the rock part or something else. So.
Well, I have celestial resistance.
Okay.
So
Where in the mechanics does it say eating rocks though? So.
I can't get poisoned, I think, if I remember correctly.
I thought celestial resistance was against radiant and necrotic.
Yeah, I thought it was radiant
It
necrotic.
has nothing to do with poison.
Okay,
I
well,
think
you
you're
take...
mixing it up with the tiefling thing. All the tieflings have poison resistance and fire resistance.
They have fire
Sure that,
resistance.
like, you know, what I think. Hang on.
Celestial resistance. You have resistance to necrotic damage and radiant damage.
Resistance to certain type of damage such as cold, electricity, and acid.
This is none of those.
Okay, fine. I'll take... What?
3 poison damage
3
from
poison
licking this
damage.
rock.
Anyways, I guess we move on to the other.
It's very
one.
arsenic-y.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Tastes just like lead.
I guess if we were just gonna kind of walk our way deeper in, the next one would be the Luminarium.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, this one's unlocked. So you step into a wide circular room capped with a domed ceiling, again painted in gold and silver constellations. And these are actually constellations that are mapped out on the ceiling. The air smells of inked wax and cold metal, halfway between like an observatory and a chapel. There's a huge brass orrery in the middle. which is, if you don't know what an aura is, it's basically just like a replica of the solar system. And it hangs above, and it's frozen mid-turn, each sphere carved with small radiant symbols instead of names. Tables are covered in star maps and rolled parchment. At first glance, there's like astronomical, the familiar scatter of constellations, elegant lines of celestial navigation, but the longer you study them, the more the patterns seem strange. Some of the stars appear in multiple places. Certain points are circled, connected, crossed out, and circled again. Despite its age, this room is immaculate. The floor is swept, the brass is polished. Again, somebody still tends to this. When light from the corridor kind of pours into this room, everything kind of lights up. Just like a glare on the brass and the ink kind of becoming a little bit more clear. What would you like to look at?
I want to turn this orator.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Give it a slow spin.
Yeah, you give it a slow spin. You just hear the creak of the hinges and the gears at the top there as you give it a slow spin. It's old and it's very big. Like it spans like a big portion of the room. Like the tables and stuff are arranged on the outside of it. This was definitely central to the room. But you give it a spin and some stuff moves at the same time as you move stuff. It seems to be following the pattern of the sky. So like when you move the sun or some of the star pieces, the rest of it moves as well to accommodate what it is that you're looking at.
I want to see how fast I can get it going.
Oh no.
So is the sky above moving, or is it just like the orb itself?
No, that's like more like a mosaic or like a fresco rather than...
Because after we spin it really quick...
Look at me, oh my god, I'm making the sky move!
Well, I was wondering if we could line up the orb so that like the pattern on the orb matches the patterns on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a mechanism here. Maybe it's because I've just played a bunch of modules.
You don't jam it by doing that.
Oh, sweet.
I don't jam it, that's good. Can I try to like more deliberately move? Like, is there a way where I can make the ceiling and the orb mirror each other?
But not particularly. It looks like the ceiling above is more like specific constellations that are mapped out.
Okay, so there's not like a mirroring thing I can
No,
do.
there's not.
Gotcha.
But you still have like there's maps around the room, there's notes everywhere, there's ledgers lying around that you could look at as well.
I want to see some of the ledgers to see what were they like. What were they recording? Like, were they just recording it on certain events, or is it just like, oh, this is when it's this constellation is the most visible versus that one?
Okay, yeah. So you could roll me investigation or Arcana or whatever.
It's gonna be Arcana.
Or whatever relevant check.
I want to go through the notes to see what like the most recent one was.
Okay, same thing for you.
All right, it's gonna be
What else is in this room?
Let's see. So you have the orrery in the middle, the maps, the notes, and the ledger on the desk, and then just some tables. But that's kind of it.
It's gonna be a big old 10.
Has anyone looked at the maps?
Not yet. No.
You want me to look at the map?
Sure. Go ahead.
I got a 21.
21. Okay.
Do I do investigation?
Perception.
Perception. You're doing perception. Okay. You can do investigation, Arcana. Perception is also fine.
Okay.
If you'd like. What were you looking at? The notes.
I was looking at the notes.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay, so the maps, let's resolve your thing first. So the maps are legitimate astronomical records. There's constellations charted across different seasons. Most are labeled in an old dialect, suggesting these studies go back centuries. You rolled a 21 on your perception on the notes. Okay, so the most recent one is notes that say pattern repeats after dispersal, possible alignment with phase cycle, question mark.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to fold it and put it in a book.
But there's phrases in multiple hands, basically. So it looks like these are multiple people that were making these notes. What were you searching?
I was looking at the ledgers to see if there were like specific dates that they were looking at.
Yeah.
Mostly to see it's like, oh, I'm trying to track this constellation, or if it's like, oh, all these big events always correspond to this astrological symbol.
Right. And what did you roll?
10.
You don't notice that they're tracking like specific constellations, but you do see that it's more like they're tracking specific stars. Among the constellations, certain stars are circled or inked brighter than the others in a different pigment. And notes beside them read fading, rekindled, or steady. And whoever kept these logs was tracking more than just position. They were watching for change.
My mind's gone completely blank.
If you want to, if anybody wants to roll a check just on the overall like
Vibe check?
vibe check,
Oh,
yes, you can roll investigation, perception, whatever.
Okay.
Arcana as well as an
Okay,
option.
sweet, thank you. It's the only one I got.
Religion as well as an option if anybody wants to roll it. Huh?
5.
5.
16.
Natural 1.
Natural
for a
1.
total of
I already rolled something, so I
4.
was gonna.
Okay, what did you roll?
I got a 16
Okay.
for my investigation.
So as you kind of look at everything, kind of piecing it together in a way, you notice a stranger pattern. So across dozens of charts, spring, summer, winter, the same few stars have been marked, just as you noticed before. Every other star moves along with the Earth. They turn as the sky turns with the seasons, but these highlighted ones don't seem to move the same way. Their positions slip faster or lag behind, as if they aren't bound to the same arc of heaven. It's almost as though they hover just above or just beneath the rest of the firmament, close enough to be seen, but not quite part of it. Whatever they were studying, these were the ones that mattered.
Okay. I'll just point out to the others. I'll be like, it looks like these stars move in a completely different pattern than the rest of them. Everything else has a predictable nature, and these don't.
Are the names of the stars written down?
Yeah, do we have names?
There are names, but they're more like they're written Old Celestial, and it's less like a name like you would like the constellation of Aries or stuff like that, and it's more like a demigod or like the name of a domain that's more apt. So it would be like light or courage or that kind of thing.
So
what are the
named
ones
over
that-
an aspect than it is.
Then it is like, yeah. So it's not just anomaly 1, 2, and it's not really a particular, it's more like nouns and like domain names.
What
than
are
it
the
is, like-
names of the ones that move differently?
Okay, so you have shadow, motion, foundation, thought.
Shadow, motion.
I might have a note-taking brain ring here. If I flip it the right way. Because I think Ayun actually might make this connection.
Shadow, motion, foundation, thought.
If I remember correctly, when it comes to, like, in the beginning there were 5 gods, but they were mostly like domains over aspects, and all the other gods came from combinations of these aspects. So I'm wondering if there is such a tracking each individual aspect.
Like these are the original ones?
When there's supposed to be 5, I'm only seeing 4.
Maybe
Then
that's
these
why things
notes.
are out of whack. If one's missing.
Nice.
I can only assume it's aliens.
Aliens?
Yeah, obviously alien spaceships. The ones who built the pyramids, you know.
You know, yeah.
That's not my actual theory, that's just a ancient aliens joke.
You gotta get the pose.
We gotta appeal to our core demographic of space conspiracists.
Yeah, but that is my theory as of right now, is that they're tracking the aspects from the original 5.
I don't know. Let's go to another room.
I think we'll have to do research outside of this place to kind of confirm our ideas.
We can choose. We have the observation lab and then the vigil chamber.
Vigil chamber.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go check out the vigil chamber.
Yeah, so as you move into the vigil chamber, it's a minimalist room with soft chairs and a low brazier of herbs, extinguished long ago, of course, and a stone panel inscribed with steadying phrases, like mantras almost. And on the far wall, there are shelves of tiny wooden tokens, each carved with a symbol, like a leaf, a circle, a wave, or flame, or a star. They don't seem to have any particular value besides like decoration. And you can roll me checks, if perception, investigation, if you want to look around the room.
Absolutely.
Perception.
Survey says
14.
Lord, 3.
3, 14, 17.
9.
I might need to use
9.
that big dice. Dang.
Oh yeah, the rigged ones.
Okay, so what you find is, Wendelle, you find that the tokens have initials carved underneath, as though they belong to
definitely
specific
weighted
people. Almost like they were like pins or some sort that they like affixed to their clothing. You find a small logbook. It's like, it says rotation 3rd shift, and then a reminder at the bottom that says all personnel must complete grounding practice prior to entry, no exceptions. And then below it, it says exposure without regulation resulted in emotional disorientation, increasing memory drift, avoid extended proximity. And then there's
So
one... It doesn't say. And then there's one particular page written in like chillingly like fast handwriting and very large, as though somebody's hand was digging into the page. Do not enter distressed.
So it's the OSHA guidelines.
No harshing the vibes.
Hey,
It is kinda.
does anyone remember what that guy who was on sabbatical was researching?
He never gave us very specific.
He did.
Wait, I think
Because I asked him
to
about it at one point. I talked to him about it.
Professor of Divinity studies
Brainless?
original gods.
Ah, he was
I wrote it
researching the
down.
original gods. And
Yeah, so he's studied.
Well, he didn't get close enough, but there's something here that he probably wouldn't want to know about.
Yeah, so it's.
We should go
might
talk
be
to this guy. I mean,
connected.
like, not tell him stuff about this place, but, like, ask him about these planets that they're watching and stuff
Well,
like that.
remember they were whispering
related.
that what he was studying is related to this,
Yeah.
and that whatever he was looking for, I guess, is actually here.
That's why he went on sabbatical and then just came back because he.
They probably stopped him from getting closer.
Maybe.
Or he found out that it is here, which is why he ended his sabbatical.
As a professor, wouldn't he have access to this place though? They kind of alluded to
Some other
staff
professors
having
having
access to this. Yeah.
He must be an associate professor.
He's like adjunct.
Yeah.
So, you don't get the coin if you're adjunct.
Check your Masters of Discipline list.
Okay.
They mentioned a name.
Dawn Shard, which is divine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they mentioned a name while talking. Let's see if you remember it.
Vaelencroft?
They mentioned Marlowe.
Marlo Vinecrest.
Oh, got you. They used first name. Sorry.
Innate magic.
Night magic.
Wasn't that the one they said we're gonna make another key for?
Yeah,
That's
because
when
he
he lost the
misplaced
key.
his.
So we have his key. So
We
You have his key.
you have his key.
We have his key. Okay, we'll work as a group.
Oh, now you've decided. I don't think he misplaced it.
I think
I
he
think
wanted
he
us
did
to
on
have it.
purpose.
He wanted us to have it.
All right, so we should form a
We
secret
need to
society.
Talk
What?
to him.
Aren't we already doing secret thing?
Yes, I'm with Marko. I think at this point we are our own secret society.
That's what I'm saying. We need to come up with a name.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
We'll think about it later. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
we should, you know,
Alright.
yeah. Yeah, these are pins. They got initials on the back of them. Like they would wear them.
So we don't come in if we're distressed. None of us are distressed enough to set off whatever that is. I think they mean like currently just like emotionally distressed at that moment. So
So
there is one way to test it.
we go in that room.
it seems like that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, but
I mean, especially when they're having all these rules that
We
are
should go in
based
there.
upon emotions.
Yeah, we should go in there.
have we not gone
That-
into the
that is
room?
a
I thought we
thought.
went into the room.
I thought I don't agree with.
Aren't we in the vigil chamber?
No,
Yeah.
we can't get into the room that they're talking about.
Yes, it seems
Yeah.
that whatever this thing is back here, it emanates something, and it makes, if you go in distress in any way or form,
Oh,
You
okay.
have
it
memory
exasperates it.
Okay, well,
Okay, so we won't go in distress.
is there anything in these notes about how to access that chamber?
We don't find anything.
It's gonna be in the.
But I will say
Vaults
the
of
warning,
measure.
do not enter distress, does stick with you.
Yeah.
All right, so we should ground ourselves in here.
Oh, like this is where they go to calm down.
Yes,
before
everyone
they-
pick a mantra off the wall and let's just take a moment to ground ourselves.
So maybe this is a ritual that they do before they go through the door.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah, we should do the same.
Okay.
I think we should do that after we find out how to open that door.
Yes. Agreed.
I don't know if it'll
Isn't
be
this the
time.
first step? You gotta purify
Well,
yourself to get
I-
through the door.
You know,
Maybe.
I've been mining, you know, some old ruins before. If I was a betting man, that's how we open the door.
The vault of measure.
I think so too.
Okay, well,
If I was a betting man,
let's
maybe
go to
we
this
get
last
a-
room.
Maybe we get assessed. I guess we'll.
So you
find
want to
out.
go to the observation lab and then the vaults of measure
Yep.
afterwards. Okay. So you step into a low rectangular room, the observation lab, lined with shelves and stone counters. Maps, charts, stacks of thick paper cover most of the surfaces. There are strange instruments lying scattered about that you're not quite sure what they do. Metal rods with etched markings, shallow stone bowls, glass tubes with dried residue. Some alchemy stuff is lying around. And a row of small dark stones arranged in a careful line. It looks like a field research lab, this place does. The kind used by people who take measurements, make notes, and argue quietly over numbers. If you want to do another round of investigation checks, perception checks, arcana.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get above a 10.
I'm not tasting anything in this room.
15.
I'm
15.
proud of you.
23.
Natural 1 again for 4.
Take this and
10.
reroll.
Hold on 1 second.
Dice gel.
Another
Also
one.
another nat 1.
Another one.
That's so funny that it
It's
says
even
fuck
worse
you.
because that natural 1 says fuck you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. Nice.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
I have great ideas, I swear. It's the dice.
Okay,
I only
so
got 10, so I didn't get
I got a 23.
23?
15.
I'm taking
10.
You know
10.
what? I'm taking a 1, but these dice will be retired for the evening.
Okay, so on your 10, you find several logbooks labeled surface, soil, and growth surveys, and lower levels, thermal and structural readings. And flipping through, you see measurements of soil richness, root depth, water retention, notes about the air temperature and subtle warmth in the deeper halls, sketches of the surrounding valley showing a ring of scorched land, with a lush central area marked carefully, which is where the academy is built. So the lush area is where the academy is built on, and outside of that, there seem to have been. You didn't see one when you were
So
traveling on
we
your way
no
here.
longer... There's no
longer scorched
area.
land, but it was when they were recording it.
Okay, got you.
And then you said you got a 15? Okay, so among the maps, you find one that's been redrawn and updated several times. It shows the Academy and the Undercroft sketched at the center, and the large ring around them is labeled damaged or recovering. And the inner core of the Academy is labeled simply zone of unusual persistence. And other notes on the same map is like initial survey, central flora thriving, outer ring barren. Year 3, outer ring slowly recovering, central zone unchanged. Year 10, standard regrowth at perimeter, central zone still exceeds expected vitality.
I don't understand any of that.
And then what did you get?
23.
You're 23. Okay, so tucked into one of the logbooks is a loose page in Alindra's handwriting, and it's neat and precise and more personal than the rest of the notes. And it says, central reading stable beyond projected decay. Surrounding land follows expected recovery models. Core does not regress. This is not surface only, something beneath persists.
What is this thing?
There's only 4 that they're tracking. 5 original.
Yeah. So this is
Something
This is
fell from the heavens, and that's what
This
they're
is the
looking
one.
at.
some aspect of divinity.
Some aspect of divinity.
Some sort of alien.
Yes.
It did fall from the heavens.
And if that is true, we should
Check
leave.
it out.
Oh.
No, I think we should check it out.
Check it out.
Usually
been
I'm on your side as the voice of reason, but I'm getting too curious at this point.
We're too close to it now.
Also, we don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah.
The door. The
Yeah,
way we
but
came in.
if the people left out of that door, how do we know we're not just gonna walk right into them?
It's true. We should check it out.
We could just walk right in there on the other side.
It's the only way in or out based on these blueprints.
There's always more than one way in or out.
Yeah, there still could be something in the central chamber
Yeah.
with a way out. Hey, let's go check out those vaults. That was your idea. Let's follow your idea.
Yeah. Shouldn't we calm ourselves?
Sometimes
before
my
we
ideas
do
are
this?
bad. You know, I could be wrong. Maybe there's no way to open it, and we gotta.
No,
we gotta
it's
leave.
fine. You got good ideas.
All right, what direction would you guys like to go for?
Dana, do I need to look further in that stuff you told me?
About the area around the school recovering.
Oh,
different
it doesn't
years.
say anything beyond what you've discovered. Like
Okay.
you're not able to like figure out what it is that was doing that. It just seems that they were keeping track of
There's
it.
a big burned ring.
Yeah, it looks like at some point there was a big burned ring around the school area, but in the center, it retained its vitality.
Whoever would like to roll me a history check, I'll give you some extra context.
I have minus
I
one
have a
history.
+4 to history.
I got a +1 to history, but I have new dice.
I only got a 6, so.
Oh, I got +2.
Haha, it's an 11.
Okay.
It's broken.
I got 4.
Yes.
Okay. So on
got
your
9.
11, one thing comes to mind: the mention of the Wild Wardens. This is the school is built on the site where they had their final fight with a cabal of devils who are made of fire.
That's the burn.
Oh, so this may not be divinity. This could be hell. So we should leave.
We should check it out.
We don't know,
We don't
for,
know for
certain.
sure.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
have to
the
know.
way we'll know is if we check it out.
Sometimes it's okay not knowing.
We were meant to know what this is.
We were
like
given a
everything,
key.
yeah, the key came to us. Like fate wants us to know. Who are you to argue with fate?
The key didn't magically make its way to us. Someone deliberately dropped it.
Hey, let's
there.
go check out those vaults.
Oh lord.
Let's check out.
Okay, so which corridor would you like to go to? There's a left and right corridor.
North.
I don't think
Left.
north-south is relevant to this. There's no compass rose or anything.
Okay, so the left corridor slips slightly
Yeah,
downward.
can I go up?
Can I go up?
Yeah.
So along the walls, there's small white sigils guiding the path. At the end stands a sturdy rectangular door labeled with 2 years, and it says year of entry at the top. And I finally made a calendar system. I was slacking on that. It says 2986 and 2987. 2987 is the current year.
Oh, cool. Let's go in.
So someone entered it.
I open the door.
Yeah, someone came in here this year.
I open the door.
Okay, so you open the door, and inside this kind of like triangular shape. Along one wall, it says 2986, and along the other wall, it says 2987. And there are like cubbies almost, like a bunch of shelves with names and items sitting on top of them.
Oh.
And you just at a glance, you can already tell these are names of students on both sides of the wall.
So this
Do
is
we
where the
have our
lockers
names up
are.
there?
Hmm?
Do we have our names up there?
Yes, you do.
Can I investigate that?
Sure.
This is the lockers.
It's alphabetized, so it's
God damn it. 6.
Which
Okay.
alphabet?
It takes you a second to find yours.
Is Aldrich's up there?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
I'm gonna take that one out.
Is there stuff in our cubbies already?
I
Yeah.
know what I gave already.
Yes?
It's the stuff that we gave when we came in as our fee to entry.
Can I look in my drawer?
Yeah, it's a shelf, but it has a glass in front of it, so you can't
So
grab
it's like
what's
a
in it.
vault, basically, where they
Yeah.
keep the...
What's in Aldrich's?
Does
Who's got
anybody
the
have-
quill?
Everyone.
Who's scribing? Who's scribing for us? Sam is. Okay.
Okay, so
Somebody have any
Aldrich
good stuff?
Tormund, you see his name on the plaque kind of on the shelf, and behind the glass there is an item that is a noble signet ring. However, it is like painted gold, and it was made of a copper coin attached to a fake ring, and it
So
was
it's
spray painted
fake.
gold, and it's been fading, so you can see the copper coin coming out from underneath.
He's a fraud!
He's a fraud.
He's a fraud!
But we already knew that.
Oh yeah. We just needed proof. We need proof.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the ring there. I don't
You
need
can't
to
even
like.
get it.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I don't need to because I don't need to like.
Oh, we can't reach
out
in
him.
and
I
grab
just-
them?
No, there's glass.
It's just
Covering
glass.
all of the
It's only
shelf.
glass.
I mean, if you break it, like
If you break
short
it,
of
it's
breaking
very
it, like you
yeah.
can't get it.
It'd be
I have
very
a hammer.
What about
noticeable.
that Sarah girl? Was that her name?
Yeah.
Sarah. Let's look at Sarah.
Okay. Yeah. So you find a divination focus. It's basically something that's used like to scry or like for prophecies and that sort of thing, and it's scorched on the inside.
Okay.
Something went wrong when she was using this.
It's an Oculus.
What about that chick who's into Aldrich?
An old jeweled music box,
Oh.
but it's open, so there's no song inside.
What does Mira have in hers?
An old cracked wooden mask with faded paint.
What's in Marcos's?
Marco's, yeah.
Let's find out.
It's my diary. I'm like, you can't look.
It's the finger of the guy he defeated.
Oh shoot!
It's like 20. It's a necklace of fingers.
Are those nibble marks? I get nervous.
Okay,
On the finger, yeah.
Marko.
Yeah, I chew the nail of the other finger. It's really gross.
That's terrible.
oh my god. Okay, so Marko, you find your name, and sitting on your shelf is an old dagger. It's
Nice.
still clean, hardly used. The metal is a little outdated in its
Yeah.
design. It's not ornate, it's not impressive, but it's just a simple blade resting in its sheath.
Yeah.
It's a blade of a barbarian.
You've only drawn this dagger once
So
before,
I'd say it's a dueling dagger.
when you were standing over Bunja's body.
Yeah.
And you remember what flared your rage enough to draw it in the first place. Sabotage. The clock he had rigged to explode on the most important day of your life. You carried that dagger with you afterwards always. But even in dire moments, when danger pressed close and instinct told you to fight, your hand would go to the hilt and stop. You hesitated. And you were never able to draw it again. When you enrolled at the academy, this was the only thing that held any real personal value to you. A symbol of all the pain that you felt that you caused to yourself and to others. So what goes through Marko's mind now, seeing this sheathed dagger he couldn't bring himself to unsheath a second time?
I think he's glad he doesn't have to carry it anymore. I think he's like, actually hasn't thought about it for the first time since he's been here. He's been so occupied with other things. Where during his travels, he's always sort of thinking in the same patterns. And so he sort of, it's like a comeback to reality moment for him. But he doesn't really feel a need to pick it up again.
Yeah.
He's like, he's fine with it being on the shelf.
Okay. Who's next?
Wendelle.
Yeah,
let's
you're
see what's in
next.
yours.
Yeah, we
Mister, what's on Marco's shelf? What's on Wendell's shelf?
Yeah, it's all glass. Like we can
Wouldn't you
see
like to know?
everybody's.
Wouldn't you like to
I mean,
know?
yeah,
Well,
we
you
can
can
go see
find
it. It's
out.
alphabetized.
Yeah.
And
So
glass.
you all find Wendell's shelf. You find your item on the shelf with your name behind the glass. The thing you had to part with for entry. It's an old golden chalice, scuffed and scratched, but clean. The gold has mostly lost its luster. The outside of the cup has red gems spaced around it, one of them missing. This is the last of the treasure. The treasure your shipmates turned on each other for. You remember the traps that took heads, the scorch marks on skin, the way your numbers whittled away from 25 to 5. You remember the blades being drawn and brandished, the way the others looked at you like you were next. And you remember, just as you might have met your fate, the shadows pooling at your feet, and time slowing around you. You've carried this chalice with you ever since, even when your shadow lengthened behind you and another hand began guiding your own. Even when you stepped back into the light, it stayed with you, until it became the price of admission. What are Wendell's thoughts right now?
Glad to be good riddance to that cursed item. It meant a lot to me, still means a lot to me, but I want nothing to do with it.
Period.
Who's next?
Me. Okay.
We're not gonna do mine.
What? No, we're doing yours.
No,
guys.
it's all glass display cases. We're gonna go over this. We've been snooping on like all the people we know.
You have been snooping on all the people you know.
The nosiness has kicked in. This is the most intriguing room.
Okay, Helena, you find your item on the shelf with your name. It took you a second because of that failed investigation
Yeah.
roll, but you find it. This is the thing you handed over without explanation when you were admitting yourself or enrolling in the academy. It's what remains of your first violin. The same one Ethel gave you when you were but a child. The same one she eventually smashed while you were kneeling at her feet. Just the neck of it now, and a few curled and broken strings still clinging to the wood. You remember the songs you wove with it, the stories you told, exposing the secrets of the elite and passing them off as divination. One great con after another, until things went too far. You remember your escape from prison, neither great nor exciting. You remember stealing back your things and finding what was left of your shattered violin tossed in the trash on your way out. You kept it, not really knowing why, maybe as a reminder, maybe as punishment. You thought giving it up here, surrendering it as the price of admission, was a vow in its own way, a promise to swear off the instrument because of what it had come to mean. But now, with the weight of a new violin on your back, you're not so sure anymore.
I feel like it's a closed chapter. Like, that era's done.
Yeah.
So she feels pretty good.
Going to Ayun.
Your turn. Your turn. I want to know what.
Now, what's
it
further
is.
in the chamber?
Ayun, do you go over to your shelf?
I do.
Yeah, I go.
I do too.
We're all going over the shelf.
You Scooby-Doo drag Ayun over with you.
What's on my shelf?
So you go over to a shelf with your name written at the base of it, and you see sitting on the shelf is a lantern with cracked glass. This is the last piece you have of your friend. This is Theo's lantern. A brief image flashes the lantern's cracked glass, still smeared with the silver dust from that tunnel. Theo's name scratched at the metal handle from when the two of you were just miners trying to make extra coin. You see that etching now still in the handle. You remember when the air in the cavern had turned sinister, when Theo's body dropped before you and slowly grew colder and heavier. You remember the sound of your own breath catching, the way that what little light flickered on his face just before it went still. You remember when he finally crumbled. You carried this lantern with you all throughout your travels. You even remember the times you passed through towns where well-meaning folk offered to fix it for you, repair the glass, relight it for you. You always politely refused. And when the Academy demanded a special item of personal value in place of coin, this was the most valuable thing you had. And it was hard to part with. What goes through Ayun's mind, saying it again like this?
I mean, at least it's safe. In a dark chamber behind glass near God knows what. Kinda wanna take it back. But at least I know where it's at. So, slight relief.
Okay.
Slight.
Marko's like, I don't get it. It's just a room full of garbage.
No. This
It's
is
everybody's crap.
no. Remember what it said in the visual chamber?
Everybody can't be distressed.
No.
What does that have to
before
do
that?
with the trash?
No, before that. It said that it prolonged exposure to the object or to the room caused memory drift. So it needs something.
I don't remember that.
Well, I got
it's
it
a
right. I'm
terrible
not making
joke.
things up, am I?
No.
Okay,
No,
cool.
you're not. I was just making a dumb joke. You said memory drifts. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
recall.
Well, no, I mean, like, these are memories. All of this.
Oh, got you.
This is probably what they mean by grounded.
I think maybe these objects are needed for whatever's in that room.
It's like a ritual or something.
Or for what's further ahead.
Like food.
Well, I'm saying further ahead in this.
This
Yeah.
is for what? What are we feeding?
Whatever's in that room.
So, no, this whole thing is all, like, items of memory all
Oh,
around.
like your
Yeah, so it's
disposable
split
measure?
down the middle. Yeah, and
Okay.
one side is 1 year and the other side is another.
So we've got a bunch of memories.
So that's not very clear from the map, but that is what it looks like. It's like
So four
all
wall.
along, yes, all along the wall,
shelves.
and down the middle is where it changes. It diverts by year.
So we got
it's
2
like
years
one
in this
side-
vault. So it's suffice to say is there's probably 2 years on the other side.
Yeah, it's for the. You would assume it would be for previous year.
Yeah, for the
given these are
upperclassmen
more-
over here now. I wonder what the other side is, because some of those students aren't with us anymore.
Yeah.
You gotta take a look.
Yeah. So not our year that just came in here, but the year that came in before us. Are there any empty slots in the?
Yeah, it seems like there are empty slots there where some students have left or died or whatever. But it doesn't seem. It seems like it's mostly full. Like, you know, like there's only a couple of empty slots as you're walking, kind of like randomly spaced out as you walk down to the end.
Let's check out the other vault.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder
I'm thinking it might be
if
85, 84. But we'll look.
yeah, I'm curious. Just I want to verify that
Yeah.
because maybe it's previous years, but if not, that'd be interesting. Or if it's something like
Yeah, so you go to
years
the other
past.
side and it is 85 and 84. It's the 2 other years that came before.
Is there stuff still in there though?
There is stuff in there, yeah. It's basically the same thing. I think you might be a little bit surprised by how few empty spaces there are
Okay.
in these.
Yeah,
it
they
doesn't
exaggerated the death rate.
No, actually, I clarified this for you before. She was going to say a lot of students earlier on leave, not just die.
Yeah.
But it seems that the people that are here are the ones that endured from the previous years.
I see.
Because like if you pass your first and second year, like the likelihood that you're going to stay for 3 and 4 is much higher.
Right.
So it's like it's even fewer than the empty spaces in year 2 on these 2 walls.
Gotcha.
And your side, like the first years, haven't had like not enough time has passed for there to be empty spaces.
Right.
Yeah, it's only been like a week or something.
Well, it's only been a night,
Well,
so
I guess we go to the.
there's pretty much nothing left. I mean,
Vigil
my thought
chamber,
was that
chamber, yeah.
yeah, I mean, my thought was this would have like a key to open that one, but see, didn't plan out.
Oh,
We got
guys,
no
the Vigil
clues how to
chamber.
open up that door.
let's
It
go back
has
to that
to-
door.
You got the vigil chamber thing. I feel like that's the ritual. You go do the ritual and then the door opens.
What ritual though?
I don't know.
Grounding ritual?
Yeah, we go in there and we like meditate or something.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that and I'm gonna put one of the pins on.
I mean, the pin doesn't seem to help in any way. It seems it was more like a role thing, like whoever had like the leaf one was like working in the research lab or that kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's like a.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna go in. I guess try to meditate in the vigil room or do what I think the ritual would be.
Yeah, sure. Everybody can roll me relevant checks. So you guys are charisma. I'll let you do intelligence saves.
Sure. Oh, it's just like
Charisma
a
saving
saving
throw?
throw.
Saving throw.
Yeah, I only got
So
10.
I add the charisma to it.
Yeah, the charisma
15.
save. 15?
22.
22?
17.
17?
10.
10. You 3 feel like pretty calm, and you can decide, I would say, on that failed check.
I think Marko closes his eyes and he sees a bunch of ghosts and he's like, "Oh, that's why I don't do this." He comes out and he's like, I'm super. I feel really relaxed. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I definitely do. Let's
I
go
feel-
check out that door again.
I feel really centered. So
You finish the grounding. Right.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you succeed. You
I got like a 10. So I
got a 10, so you fail. Do you approach the door now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you leave the vigil chamber and return to the central hallway and walk back into the antechamber. The sealed door stands exactly where it was. And yeah, like I said, same design on the face of the coin. Everybody roll me wisdom saves as you approach the door. Something brushes through your thoughts. DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
I got a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this as we're walking, be like, "There's nothing here, guys. We've looked
Yeah,
everywhere.
4.
There's
12.
nothing.
12.
There's nothing that can be done." 19.
19. Okay, so only success here. On a fail, nothing bad happens, but you just feel something beckoning you, the 3 of you. Not pulling or forcing, just the quiet sense that whatever is beyond this door wants you to step forward. You don't feel anything unusual.
Perfect. Fantastic. There's nothing here. We've checked all the doors.
No,
There's
no.
no mechanism.
There's one more door to go through, and we need to go in.
I'm gonna walk
This-
through it. So.
We can't. There's a stone wall.
Well, whatever.
I walk
beckoning
up to
me,
the
I
stone
walk in.
wall, put my hand on it.
As you walk up to it, you take a breath, a deliberate grounding breath from your success on the previous one. Your shoulders loosen, your pulse slows. You stare at the door and try just for a moment to let the fear and the bad memories settle. And as you do, the etched pattern on the stone begins to fill, slowly like liquid sunlight seeping into the curved grooves, making that picture that you saw on the face of the coin. A soft hum rises, vibrating through the soles of your feet, and then the stone grinds against stone as the door begins to lower into the floor, sinking inch by inch. A wave of warm, brilliant light spills into the antechamber, gentle and not blinding. And as the door lowers fully and warm light pours into the darkness beyond, do you step inside?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, sure.
yes.
He's so beautiful.
I Scooby-Doo pulled
Someone's
them
gonna
out.
have to pull them out. Someone's gonna have to pull them out.
Okay, so when you step inside, you find yourself in a vast circular chamber, exactly that on the blueprint. It's the same shape, the same size. The walls rise high into darkness, lit evenly by 4 spaced lanterns, whose flames flicker gently as though responding to your breath. The floor beneath you is...
What are you trying to do?
The floor beneath you
I thought I
is
was gonna
smooth
get it back.
stone, carved with the same constellation-like pattern that marks the coin you found. This is on the ground. And in the center of that image of the coin where there's a star, you see a brilliant sphere of light. In an instant, you understand that the coin wasn't a star chart at all. It was a map of this very room.
Dang.
Oh, nice.
At the center of the chamber stands a wide dais, simple and unadorned, and floating above it is a star. It's enormous, not eclipsing the room, but far larger than anything you expected, like standing close to an actual star that somehow hasn't burned you alive. Light pours off of it in soft waves, rippling through the air as though the world around it is breathing. The room feels warmer the closer you look. It's not hot and not overwhelming, but warm in the same way the sunlight is warm. And something about it feels divine in nature, not only in the way of gods and the heavens, but in a way a revelation feels divine. It feels like looking at an epiphany. It feels like the spark of genius you might get before you do or make something clever, like a spark of creativity before you engage in art or music, the moment a switch flips and your whole life changes after you've hit rock bottom. It's warm and it's welcoming and it feels big and small at the same time, like you could change the whole world or just change you. And it pulls your attention inward. It brings forth the moments that you try not to think about, the worst ones. Everybody roll me another DC 16 wisdom saving throw, or you can choose to fail if you so wish.
17.
16.
17, 16,
7.
7,
Not 20, so 24.
24.
I
Okay.
fail.
You choose to fail?
I choose to fail.
Okay, so we'll start with you since you chose to fail. Wendelle, what is your worst fear, memory, or darkest part of yourself?
Worst fear memory?
Or darkest part of yourself?
Darkest part of myself is what I was willing to do to make sure that I would never be a victim again. The lengths that I was willing to go to, the amount of I was able to compromise who I am as a person just to make sure that no one could take advantage of me or hurt me, no one ever have power over me again. Steal, lie, kill. I'd do any of it just to make sure I'm not that person ever again.
Yeah. So you see the snow-covered paddocks of your childhood home, horses running freely while you stand apart from them, watching from the fence. It flashes into your parents' faces, polite, distant, proud of everything except the son who wasn't human enough to blend in. You see Glenda, small, wide-eyed, reaching for your hand even as she looks over her shoulder to make sure no one was looking. It flashes into the Thieves Guild hideout, the laughter, the food passed around, the way they treated you like one of their own. You see the lantern light on their faces the night you were supposed to warn them, and the way they never turned you in, even as the gallows waited for them. You see the void, silent, endless, whispering, "You'll never be a victim again." It flashes into the blood you spilled in the next breath, the 4 corpses cooling at your feet. You see the battlefield of flames, the corpses around you, your magic failing when you needed it most. It flashes into the moment you whispered into the dark, "Don't let it end like this." And you heard a god answer you back. Why did you choose to fail?
Face it down.
Okay.
Don't run away from it.
Marko, what is your worst fear, memory, or darkest part of yourself?
His worst fear is ghosts. Like, pretty clearly. He's terrified of ghosts.
He's terrified of
I think more specifically, Marco's afraid of becoming a ghost because he's like, he doesn't understand the mechanism that like makes some orcs ghosts and some not. So he's very afraid that he's gonna die and that he's then just gonna be a ghost that's like harassing the next person in the line, basically. And he doesn't really know how to like avoid that fate. So, yeah, basically he kind of fears the afterlife, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like the lack of one. I don't know, depending on how you think about it.
Okay. So you see an explosion, gears, fire, smoke, bunch of sabotage, turning your life's work into shrapnel. It flashes into the town square, bunch of smirking across from you as the circle closes and the last rite begins. You see your dagger sinking into his chest between his armor, the shock on his face, the silence of the crowd when he drops. It flashes into the magistrate, stripping you of your artificer status, the shame of walking out of Calder with nothing. You see the innocent stranger you hesitated to kill and then refused. The moment you realized you would be hunted for the rest of your life. It flashes into running through the dark with assassins at your heels, every footstep echoing with the certainty that you deserve none of the forgiveness you beg for. What did you roll?
6 plus 1, so I got a 7.
7. Okay. Why did you choose to resist
Why did I choose to resist
the effect of this? Or attempt to resist?
I think it's just the unknown, so he doesn't like the unknown. And this is just another thing he doesn't understand. And so he's always going to push back against that.
Yeah. Okay. Ayun. What is your worst fear, memory, or darkest part of yourself?
Oh, I thought I passed. Shit.
You did, and there's a different thing that happens after.
I think the worst fear, or at least like kind of like the moment, was the dagger in the window. The moment where I guess listening to what was being told resulted in a death, and how since then it's been a bit more on the mostly blind obedience.
Right. So you see the mine tunnel. The moment the entrance vanished behind you, stone where your way home should have been. It flashes into that strange throne room, the torches flaring, the silhouette watching you without moving. You see Theo reaching for you, terror in his eyes, the stone creeping up his neck. It flashes into darkness, not a memory, just black. And your brow twitches involuntarily. There's a gap here. Something missing, something you didn't know you'd forgotten until the spark showed you the empty space where memory should be. And then it flashes away. And you see yourself weeks later on the road north, the first goblin you ever killed, the way its eyes locked on you even though you were invisible. It flashes into the alley where you killed the highwayman without thinking, the moment you wondered whether it was your choice or the voices. You see the noble in the crowd collapsing, your hand still half raised, the command you didn't hear lingering like an echo anyway. And then it flashes away again, leaving only the uneasy sense that something important is missing and has been missing since all of this started. Why did you try to resist?
I don't need to be.
Okay. Helena, what is your worst fear, memory, or darkest part of yourself?
I think the darkest part is the exploiting situations for personal gain, no matter whose lives it tore apart.
So your memory flashes and you see Ethel's smile, warm and patient the way that it used to be. It flashes into the shattered violin at your feet as she stands over you, her eyes cold. You see the queen, disguised in cheap clothes, at the tavern, watching you sing with an unreadable expression. It flashes into the guard's hands grabbing you, the night the truth turned itself inside out. You see Prince Oliver's hand reaching yours, the promise in his voice, the soft gold light of the palace behind him. It flashes into the prison door, slamming shut, the echo ringing in your ribs. You see the throne room of Sunhold, chandeliers glittering, the audience breathless as your songs lifted the room higher. It flashes into Ethel's voice, not loving, not gentle, shouting your secrets to the waiting crowd. You see yourself running, breathlessly, desperately, out of High Spire, out of Sunhold, out of every place that ever pretended to welcome you. Why did you choose to resist?
It still hurts. It still hurts.
It still hurts.
Ooh, my memory. Oh, it stings. Oh, it hurts all over.
For real.
So, the spark shifts, and you watch as black shadows begin to swirl inside of its center, the shape of your fears, your memories, your worst moments, drawn out of you as though the spark is weighing them. The darkness then mixes with the light, folds into it, and for a moment the whole thing churns like ink, stirring through sunlight, and then the shadows and the light fully combine, and the light stays brilliant. Suddenly all of those things, the memories, the fears, the loneliness, the ache, the darkness, feel lighter. Suddenly, it doesn't feel like your burden has been fully lifted, but it feels like there's a path forward now. A path toward the life you want to live despite the things that you've done. Redemption doesn't feel so distant anymore. This brilliant spark feels like it has weighed your darkest parts, held them up to the light, and decided that none of it, none of the fears, not the memories, not the things you regret, is enough to disallow you from finding a new purpose. The only thing that differs from the successes and the failures in this room is that some of you feel surrender and some of you feel determination. Some of you are surrendered to the fact that fate will guide your new path, and some of you feel determined to carve it on your own. You also feel something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your compass up by 1.
Back to 10.
It feels as though a
digits,
thread
baby.
between you and this star has been pulled taut. Almost like it agreed with you. What would you like to do?
Are we done here?
I'm gonna go turn away from everyone so I can finish dabbing my eyes and, get the snot out. And,
Get the snot out.
I'm gonna just walk out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You try and leave?
I guess. I mean, there's not a door here, so we kind of got what we were looking for.
I think I went into this room thinking that someone kind of needs to get them out. So I think without really thinking, it's kind of just like the most gentlest of like towards the door, not the force, but kind of just to be like, let's move.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to leave this at some point. We've been here for hours, potentially.
Yeah. So as you turn towards the door, the quiet doesn't last long. Behind you, the heavy grind of stone erupts again, and you turn as the great door rises back into place, not lowering as before, but lifting, sealing you inside. The last sliver of hallway disappears, and the chamber settles into silence until the lanterns flare. All 4 wall lanterns ignite at once. Their light sharpening like drawn blades, the runes along the floor begin to rotate. One circle shifting, then another clicking into a new alignment. From 2 of the lanterns, shapes begin to peel themselves free. Tall, floating constructs drift forward, ancient armor hanging from spectral frames. Their plates are cracked, their runes faded with age, but each holds a half-formed weapon hardening in its hands. They do not speak, they do not hesitate. They lunge. Everybody roll initiative.
Bad star. Bad.
Dang.
Got a 1.
And that is where we will end today's session. Tune in next time to find out what happens to our heroes on Season 1 of the Initiative Order on the nature of divine failure.
Let's look at the star guide, that'd be fun!